Greetings, film fanatics. Filmholmes here, and welcome to another rendition of Too Many Movies. Now, I'll admit that a certain genre of film that I have a huge affinity for may come as a surprise to a lot of you. I love watching documentaries. And I think when they're done correctly, a documentary can be just as entertaining and as impressive as any other film on the market. They can also be quite powerful and moving, even more so, because the subject matter is, of course, taken from real life. I found out a few months ago that a certain documentary was coming out that was going to be about the late great SNL alum, Chris Farley. Now, I am a huge lover of comedy, of SNL, and of course the man himself, so I could not wait to finally get my hands on I Am Chris Farley. Directed by Brent Hodge and Derek Murray, and written by Steve Burgess, yes, documentaries have writers, I Am Chris Farley is a biopic of the legendary Chris Farley, and his journey from a young, funny child to one of the most iconic members of Saturday Night Live. Several of Chris's closest friends, who knew him best, are interviewed to tell the story of the man they love so much. SNL alums Mike Myers, David Spade, Adam Sandler, and even Lorne Michaels give their thoughts, as does Farley's brothers, sister, and various other acquaintances, about the man who died way too young at the age of 33. Well, there's no point waiting any longer. Dim the lights, and I'm gonna watch this. See you in a few. Okay, well, I have a lot to say about this documentary, but for some reason I'm lacking the... God's sakes, I can't even think of the word. I'm lacking the, I think you're lacking the motivation! No. The word I was actually looking for is articulation, because I want to be very articulate when talking about this documentary. Well, frankly, son, your articulation isn't gonna amount to jack squat! Thanks? Who the hell are you? I'm glad you asked, young man. My name is Joe Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. I am 29 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. Well, bully for you. Why are you in my theater? Well, I thought you lacked the proper motivation to review this documentary, so I showed up to get you back on the right track. Okie dokie. Look, Mr. Foley, I do this for a living, okay? I don't require whatever it is you think you can do well. Well, Lottie frickin' da! You know what? I still think you're lacking the proper motivation, and that's probably because you're too busy rolling doobies. And you'll be doing a lot of doobie rolling when you're living in a van down by the river! I'm not lacking any motivation, damn it! I also don't smoke pot. Seriously, I don't! Filmholmes, I wish you would shut your big yapper! Now, reviewers such as yourself always think you're gonna get the world by the tail and wrap it up and put it in your pocket. Well, I'm here to tell you that if that's something that you really want, and not end up in a van down by the river, and I'm gonna have to move in here and bunk with you, buddy. We're gonna be buddies! We're gonna be pals! Old Joe is gonna be your shadow. Here's you, there's Joe. There's me, there's... Whoopsie-daisy. Whoopsie. Hey, sorry about your table. That's a shame. Okay, so what did I think of I Am Chris Farley? It really is a fantastic documentary. It covers Chris Farley's life very well, from his early years as a precocious child with a pretty great upbringing, to a lover of improv comedy, and eventually to a huge star on SNL and in Hollywood. It doesn't really skim over any aspect of Chris's life at all, and you get to see a side of Chris that the public never really got a chance to see. It's also great to see where he began as an improver and the journey he took to attain his dream of becoming a not-so-ready-for-primetime player. I'm also glad that the directors were allowed to use clips of Farley from SNL and also from his movies. I was worried that they would only be able to use still shots, but luckily, nothing was off limits for the filmmakers. The greatest triumph here, to me, are all of the interviews. Everyone who gave their time did a wonderful job telling hilarious stories, and also some heartbreaking ones that let you see Chris the way that they did. He was a lovable, sweet, and funny guy who unfortunately let his demons conquer his brilliance. Everyone is truthful about Chris's battles with addiction, and it's pretty well covered here. However, if you're looking for a ton of dirt about Chris Farley, then this documentary is not for you. This is a celebration of Chris's life, and it covers every aspect of his 33 years. Everyone here is honest and open, but I don't think anyone wanted this to be about the way he died. His life shouldn't be defined by his death. They don't cover his death that much at the end, and it's a bit rushed, but I felt it was very fitting. They said it best in the documentary. Chris wouldn't have wanted anyone to be sad. He wanted you to be happy. Well, even if you aren't a fan of Chris Farley, you'll still have a good time watching this and be happy you did. Even though at the end you'll wish Chris Farley was still here to make us laugh. And that's why I'm giving I Am Chris Farley 4.5 black sheeps out of 5. I highly recommend watching this. It's well worth your time, and even your money if you want to add it to your movie collection. It's a beautiful way to show the world who Chris Farley really was, and it reminded me how much I miss his comedic spirit. Even in a short amount of time, he left his mark. Continue to rest in peace, Chris. You'll always be remembered. I'm Filmholmes, and tune in next time for another rendition of Too Many... Oh. Is the review over? Uh-huh. Oh. Well, I'm glad I could be of service to you, Filmholmes. You really weren't. You know, I still think I should move in here with you and give you the proper motivation so your reviews keep getting better and better. I'm gonna go get my stuff. Oh, hell no. Joe? Yeah, hi. Look, I really don't think you need to move in here. I don't give a rat's behind because I'm moving in. I am sick and tired of living in a van down by the river! Pray for me.